What up, y'all? It's another nice day. I got work later because I got a friggin' job, bruh. I got a job. I tore my rotator cuff. It's been a pretty eventful week. I saw we finally found a picture of a black hole. So I was kind of laughing about that because I had that video talking about how we'd never had a picture and all the mathematics. It's still valid because it just means that the mathematics, we had never actually seen a representation in real life of what we thought was there. And that black hole was so big, I think M87 was the galaxy, was so big that it spewed out so much crap out of it that we were able to see the outline of the invisible black hole there. And we actually saw a black hole. So congratulations, science. We found a black hole. Einstein was right. I think he said that. And it was exciting for everybody. So I wanted to talk about evolution. It's kind of sciencey and in that subject. But I want to talk about the spiritual side of it and how it's so confusing to me, if that even exists. Like, why does evolution want to keep us going? Why are we supposed to maintain our survival so long? Why does it seem like the humans' invention of technology and our potential to become interplanetary seem like a likewise goal of evolution? Like, it makes sense that we evolved into this unnatural state, when if the goal of evolution is survival, we're actually coming much closer to that goal. But it seems like the goal of evolution changes. It's like, was it really trying to get all of these really important species to survive together, or was it just looking for the most likely candidate to be able to carry out all of its goals into the future? Were we just the lucky lottery winners that got the increase in brain size and it chose us to carry out the next level of these experiments? And the rates that they increase are exponential, so they just get faster and faster. So was the goal ever survival? Or was it just complexity? Was it just information, technical ability, just singularity, whatever? And if we get to the end of that, if we actually get across the galaxy and we get to new planets and we learn everything about science and we're able to manipulate the world around us, what will we be then? It seems weird that as we evolve in our technology and our intelligence and we become more conscious, we also try to stray away from our animal tendencies, like murder, theft. I mean, the motifs of good nature are in nature also, but these things aren't not allowed. Murder is a way of life in the animal kingdom. There is no fair in the animal kingdom. So what is our fascination, our obsession with justice and morality? And why has it come along with our increase in consciousness and intelligence? Is it a coincidence that as we become more like God, we become more like God? I don't know. It's a weird thing to think about because it's not a scientific way of thinking about the end goal of all of these endeavors. I mean, it seems like science never really tells us what we want to know about why we're here. It never tells us our purpose. It never tells us what the fuck's actually going on. And one day maybe it will. But until then, help me figure out what's going on. And I'm sorry that it took so long to make a video. This one's going to be really short just because I kind of pressured myself to talk about it. I want to have a conversation with you guys. There's not a lot of people watching yet, but I have a few subscribers. Any of you guys, ask me a question. Point out something that you think I say is wrong, something that it reminds you of, that it makes you think of. That stuff helps me too when we bounce that stuff back and forth. I'm going to make a connections video because my buddy and I have really been talking about like references, trippy references in movies and things like that, ones that I never even noticed or dove into. So I'm going to collect a few of those and then I'll make a connections video. And Ashton, another one of my friends who I used to work for, he's really into like the Marvel series and comic stuff. A bunch of his friends, I always knew that about him, and as I sat there and thought about it, there's got to be a lot of weird references in that universe, so I gotta comb through that a little bit too. But until then, thanks guys for listening, and have a great goddamn day.